Okay, we're recording, and so thank you so much for agreeing to have a little conversation with me all about your mBraining training and how you are bringing it into your school. So you are the head of Penkford High School over in St Helens. And tell us, Anne, tell us all about your training and how how you are implementing it into your school, because I'd love to share that with people.
Thanks, Sarah. So I've done quite a bit of training with Sarah, and I find it extremely useful.
Yes.
I am the head of a social and emotional mental health special school, so our children are very much benefiting from my knowledge via Sarah's training. So I've done the NLP through to diploma, through to practitioner, through to coach over a couple of years, and I've also done the mBraining, which is a coaching certification. I've got a member of staff, our senior mental health lead, who is going to go on the new mBraining course that Sarah's doing in March, and we're going to open that up eventually to the wider staff, because I'm hoping that we will be one of the first mBraining schools philosophies in the country.
That's very exciting.
I want our children to understand that there is a neurological connection between their head, their heart and their gut. They understand a lot that they might be atypical or neurodiverse, because we do have I don't want to use autistic spectrum disorder because I don't like the disorder bit. So we do have autistic children, we do have children with ADHD, etc., and they're all neuroatypical. And for me, with the mBraining, that alignment between them all will help them massively with their issues that are their barriers to learning. So it might be that they have anxiety, it might be that they have anger, they can't control their anger, it might be that they have the issues that go a lot with ADHD, which is the fidgeting and they can't keep still, and that they feel they're out of control of their own bodies. And what I'm hoping to do is help them understand the links, help them understand through the device, which you learn about in mBraining, the heart math device, all about the controlling of the breath and the breathing, that will then get them in that state of readiness, readying to learn.
Lovely.
Going to be not ready to learn, they're readying to be learning.
I love it.
Which, if you do any mBraining, you will understand all about why I'm using those terminologies. Sarah is fantastic. She's very knowledgeable. She's very interactive. She's very kind and caring, but she's also, she doesn't let you flim flam about. No,
we're getting on with it.
You have to get into your own depths to be able to understand these, and that sort of realization and that searching helps you massively to understand where you're coming from, what your vision, what your ethos, what your own credibility says about you. And those days that I've spent doing that, because as a leader in any walk of life, whether it's education, whether it's a bank, whether it's a chain of supermarkets, you're that caught up in the busy day-to-dayness, you don't take that time to think and to have that input to yourself as a leader. And to take that time out, Sarah massively facilitates that and gives you the time and the space to be able to do that. And I'll be the first one to say that I'm guilty of not doing that a lot of the time. But the time that I've spent doing that has actually encouraged me to do it more, because I know the time that I get out of it, and I know that even if it's just 5 minutes doing that, then I'm more prepared, I'm more ready, I'm more resilient, I'm more focused, I'm more caring, I'm more compassionate, and I'm kinder to myself and to others. I'm all those things already, but I'm even more of those things after doing all of this training. So anything that I can urge you to do, whether in education, leadership, management, I would thoroughly encourage you to do any of the training that Sarah offers, because it will benefit you and it will benefit your staff.
Oh, Anne, do you know, I don't even know what to say to that, because my heart is just like so full and warm. And, you know, even just looking at you on this Zoom, you look different. You are, you know, you are presenting yourself so differently. I can hear the language that you're using is just wonderful. And what a gift you are to your staff and to your children in your school, because, and the fact that, you know, you're talking so passionately about wanting to move this forward, wanting to do something with it, you know, from an mBraining perspective, that, you know, the courage part, your gut part, and taking action, you know, true integration of our multiple intelligences is when we take action and we do something about the learning that you've experienced. And I can absolutely see that oozing out of every part of your neurology and your mind and body system, that you are so, you know, so passionate about taking this forward, because you know the benefits that you've experienced personally. I loved how you talked about, you know, your own personal transformation and that it's so important to go there first, to do that, you know, deep dive into your own mind-body system, to understand then how you can support your young people better, your staff better as a leader. So I absolutely loved that you talked about that, because you can see it shining through, that you've really taken the time to do that work and are continuing to do that work as a leader, so that you can show up as the leader that you want to show up as. And also, you know, you can show up for yourself as well, taking care. And you know, from doing the mBraining, how we talk about self-compassion and how important that is. If we're going to share this with the world, which I know you are, then it's so important that you lead from a place of self-compassion first and foremost. So I just want to say a huge thank you, Anne, and it has been such an honor and a delight to have you on all of my trainings, and the fact that you are continuing to bring people into it and share it with others, because for me that is absolutely what this is all about. It's about, you know, delivering it and then it continuing into your area of expertise. So wonderful, thank you so much.
Oh, you're
Lots of
welcome.
love. Take care.
Thank you, Sarah.
See you
Take
soon.
care.
Bye.
Bye.